Think about the last time you wanted something so badly. A new phone, a new relationship, a new job, a new house. And then the day finally came when you got it. That feeling of satisfaction. It didn't even last a week, sometimes not even a day. And without you noticing, your mind was already searching for the next thing. Most people think this is just human nature, something that can never be fixed. But over 2,500 years ago, a man spent 49 days sitting under a tree, observing his own mind. He wasn't trying to find happiness, he was trying to understand why happiness never lasted. And what he discovered would take science another 2,500 years to prove. He concluded that suffering doesn't come from not having what we want, it comes from the wanting itself. The moment we want something, the brain is at its most alert, most alive. But the instant we get it in our hands, that feeling fades almost immediately, and the mind moves on to the next thing, automatically, a cycle with no end. What he taught wasn't to stop wanting, because that's impossible. He taught people to notice the small gap between wanting and having. Just recognizing in that moment, this is craving, not need. That alone is enough to interrupt the automatic cycle, not suppression, just seeing it clearly before it controls you. In 1997, researcher Wolfram Schultz at the University of Cambridge made a striking discovery. The dopamine neurons in the brain don't fire most strongly when we receive a reward. They fire most strongly during anticipation, while we're expecting it. Later, Berridge at the University of Michigan took it further. He found that wanting and liking are completely separate systems in the brain, and wanting can persist long after liking has disappeared. This is the same mechanism that explains why people keep opening the same app over and over, even when it no longer makes them happy. That man had no brain scanner, no laboratory, no research team. He had only his own mind and the silence beneath a single tree. But he mapped out the brain's reward system more precisely than science would manage with millions of dollars in research. That man was Siddhartha Gautama. The world knows him as the Buddha, and what he called tanha 2,500 years ago, science today calls the dopamine-driven anticipation system. He didn't tell us to stop wanting, he told us to see how wanting works. Science just drew the wiring diagram for something he'd already seen.